Hey, what's going on, traders? This is Chris at Verillo Trading. Today's video is going to be a pretty interesting one, especially if you live in the land of the frostbacks with igloos all over the place, which is Canada, baby. So, this video, I'm going to be comparing two large stockbrokers that offer US stock and options trading to Canadian customers. And those two brokers are number one, Questrade. I'm sure you've heard of Questrade if you live in Canada or if you watch TV programs like BNN, Bloomberg, or something. And number two, one of the biggest brokers worldwide, not only in Canada, that is Interactive Brokers. And if you guys watched my own videos here on this channel, you guys know that I talk a lot about Interactive Brokers. In fact, my most popular videos are about Interactive Brokers, trading platform stuff. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be interviewing a longtime user of the broker Questrade, which is a friend and mentor of mine named Shihab. And you can check out his YouTube channel, which is Shihab Personal Finance. By the way, Shihab is a CPA, a chartered professional accountant. So if you need help with doing your taxes in Canada, definitely contact him if you need the help of an accountant, and that's what it's going to be. So in this video, I'm going to interview Shihab. I'm going to ask him some questions related to his experience using Questrade for something like 11 or 12 years at this point. And the point of this video is to be an educational resource for new prospective customers to either one of these brokerages. And I'm just going to ask him questions and he's going to give his opinion and his ideas based on his own experiences. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, and all that stuff. Cheers. Take care. All right, man. So I know that you're a longtime user of the broker Questrade, and I wanted to ask you some questions related to Questrade and your experience with Questrade. And that would be a way of, I guess, sharing this information. All right, so this is my first question to you. What are the main benefits that Questrade offers its customers, and where do you think it shines the most? And in brackets, I put for what kind of traders and what kind of asset classes. You can talk about stocks, options, investing, different account types, etc.
All right. So first thing, Questrade, referral link below if you want $50 free trades. So I would say the best marketing play for Questrade is that ETFs are free. Buying ETFs is free. They're not the only broker that offers that, but they're one of the brokers that offer it. So people that want to just invest in the general market and they want a dollar cost average every month. So they get their paycheck and they take a portion out of their paycheck and they just buy like the SPY or triple Qs every month. So they're just dollar cost averaging into the market. Questrade is perfect for that because every time you buy, there's no fees. There's only fees when you come and sell the ETF in the future when you want to cash it out or use it as income. I would say that's one big advantage for Questrade. I like Questrade because the platform is very user friendly. It's easy on the eyes. I'm able to see the information that I want quickly. The font, the coloring is done in a way that I can recognize like if a trade is losing or winning easily. The main selling point for Questrade is you can link your TFSA to your margin account. So you can have, let's say your TFSA is maxed out, which is around what, 75,000, let's say, if it's maxed out. So you can have 75,000 in SPY, for example, or in Q, in the safest ETF, and then you use like 80% of that as buying power in your margin account, which you can buy more shares or even sell options. So the fact that you can leverage your TFSA in your margin account is a big advantage for Questrade.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing those main benefits. I think many people, I'm not sure if you received questions about this, but the whole linking between the TFSA and the margin account seems like a bit of a technical type of thing. And I just wanted to kind of ask you if you think there's any kind of additional complications with that. Like how exactly does your TFSA act as leverage to your margin account? Like how is it giving you buying power?
I think Questrade gets the right to liquidate your positions in your TFSA if they have to. If you have a margin call in your margin account, they're able to go liquidate positions in your TFSA. But it's based on the margin requirement of the positions in your TFSA. So let's say in your TFSA, you've got cash only, then the extra buying power that you're actually getting in your margin account is 100% of that cash. If you buy SPY or Q, which has a 20% margin requirement with Questrade, then you get an 80% extra buying power in your margin account. In your TFSA, if you buy stocks that have 100% margin requirement, or if you buy options, let's say you buy call options in your TFSA, that these are 100% margin requirement assets, you won't be able to leverage that. So there'll be no extra buying power in your margin account. So it depends what you buy in your TFSA. Now, the risk with that, of course, is you can make dangerous, risky trades in your margin account based on the leverage of your TFSA, based on the equity in your TFSA. And you could risk losing your TFSA because they might close positions early to cover for a margin call in your margin account.
All right. Thanks for answering that. Thanks for sharing. I mean, me personally, regarding the whole linking of the account thing, I'm not sure I would do it. But again, it depends on the needs of the individual, right?
Let's say I had an extra 100,000 in my margin account alone, I probably would remove the link from my TFSA. But because I don't have buying power in my margin account, so it helps to take an extra 40K from my TFSA as buying power.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next question here. And this one is related to Questrade advertisements that you might have seen on TV or social media. I certainly have seen them a lot. So this is the question to you. Have you seen Questrade advertisements, and do you think that they're an accurate representation of the services that they offer? You can give a short answer or a long answer.
I don't think so. Well, the one I remember is the one with like mutual funds or something, where they compare it to mutual fund fees and how you would say you'd be like 30% richer if you invest with Questrade. But in general, I don't think they're very representative of their commercials, because their commission is still pretty high. And if you try to talk to their customer service to bring down the commissions, they absolutely don't budge. The impression that you get in the commercials is that they care about your savings, they care about lowering commissions for you. But then when you talk to them and you show them that you're really paying a lot in commissions compared to a competitor, they don't even care. So I wouldn't say that they act as what they represent in their commercials based on that fact. But they still have a good product, and commissions are high compared to interactive brokers. Their commissions are high. Compared to other banks, their commissions are better. And the platform is too good. Like, I like using the platform. It's so easy to use. I do most of my option selling from my phone. It's so easy to use. But interactive brokers app is not easy. I don't find it easy. I could get used to it. For sure I could get used to it. But since I need the extra leverage from my TFSA, for now I'm sticking with Questrade. But I think if I have enough in my margin account, I would open an interactive brokers account and just start getting used to it. Because what really hurts with Questrade, because I'm an option seller. So as an option seller, if I do one contract, that $5 flat fee really eats up from my trade. So if I do a one contract for $1, that's just to open the trade, that's $5 flat that gets removed from that $100. And then to close the trade, that's another $5. So there's already $10. There's already 10% of my trade that goes into commissions.
Right, of course. So, okay, let's just talk about that active trader pricing before we move on to the next question. So what is the active trader pricing that Questrade offers? I want to know about that. I used Questrade in the past before, but I don't quite recall. Do you know about the active trader pricing, and do you know if it includes anything other than lower commissions? Does it include market data or something?
Yeah. So it's like a commission package that you take, and it comes with market data. So the highest one is $89 a month. You could take either Canadian or US. So I took the Canadian one. It's $89 a month. It gives you a lower commission structure, and it gives you real-time data and that data package that you were talking about. But I got it for the commission. So I went from $10 flat plus $1 per contract to $5 flat, 75 cents per contract. So it's a big difference. It's $89 a month. And that $89 gets reimbursed to you if you spend more than $400 in commissions per month. But yeah, so right now I don't think I'm spending more than $400 in commissions per month. So I'm not getting the full $89 reimbursed to me.
So next question, this is a good one. Having interacted with many Questrade customers since you have a YouTube channel, what do you think are the main or common problems with their services? It can also be issues that users are often faced with. and basically questions that you often get on your YouTube videos about Questrade, like the most common questions or problems.
Problem is people are not happy with the commissions, the $5 flat or the $10 flat, because especially if you're a beginning and you're starting with one contract, it eats up a lot. So that's the biggest thing is commissions. The other thing would be there's fees for assignment, option assignment or exercise. To exercise an option, or if you get assigned early, there's $25. There's a $25 fee for that. The other thing
Wow.
they complain about is at 2 p.m. Eastern, the broker will liquidate your positions if there's a chance of your options expiring in the money. If they actually close a position for you automatically, they charge like $50. So that's crazy. While other brokers don't charge anything. Yeah, they do complain about customer service. They don't get the best response. A lot of the comments on my channel, they're like, I asked the question, but they never answer. And so they ask me in the comments, and sometimes most of the responses is like, thank you for answering. You answered quicker than Questrade. Many people think I work for Questrade because I tend to give them the answers for Questrade, or they say like you should be working for Questrade.
That's pretty interesting. Thanks for sharing. I mean, the thing about the broker liquidation, that's pretty common. Many brokers will often charge you a fee if you're subject to a liquidation, or if they have to manually liquidate you based on a loss limit.
The fees charge is what's really high. They charge $50 for the trade.
Right. And that's in the currency of the trade. So if you're trading a US stock, it'd be $50 US, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, it's pretty high. That's the price of being a degenerate, I guess. But also the other thing which I found was I guess kind of true is that since their fees are high, right? You know, you're paying on average $5 to $10 per trade. I think that this has the potential to give a false impression to newbie traders and to make them think that they should be starting to trade with more money than they need to be. For example, if you get into day trading or any kind of short-term trading, it's commonly, known that you don't really need a lot of money to start. You might need a few hundred to max a few thousand to start, a small futures trading or a small stock trading account. So, when you're paying $5 to $10 commissions, that's definitely going to give the impression to a newbie that they need to start with like 5,000, 10,000, or even 20,000 or higher. And that's just not the truth, in my opinion, that is. And I think a lot of people would agree there. Okay, I had one last question for you. I guess it would be a personal question. So it's, when it comes to trading fees, Interactive Brokers is known for being more competitive than Questrade. You've already said it. So what would be stopping you from switching over? And you might have partially already answered the question, but you can say it again.
What's holding me to Questrade right now? Two things really is what's holding me to Questrade, but it's really mostly the TFSA leverage and the user friendliness of the platform. But if I don't need the TFSA leverage, I can get used to Interactive Brokers, even if it's a little bit harder, but I can get used to it for the savings and commissions. Because most of my trading is from my phone. That's why. So I need that application to be user friendly, and that will encourage me to transfer over. I was thinking of opening a small account, like $5,000, just to try it out, but
Right.
I need that $5,000.
Well, I know of a certain YouTuber who made a tutorial on how to use the mobile application on Interactive Brokers. I'm not going to mention who it is, but you can check out the video.
So you're still with Interactive Brokers, or are you happy with Interactive Brokers?
Okay, good question. Well, I use Interactive Brokers only for a very specific purpose. And that purpose is basically stock trading or any type of like longer term investing. So I have two accounts with Interactive Brokers. One of them is a cash account. The other one is a margin account. And I know since I'm Canadian, I should probably be taking advantage of the registered accounts. I haven't done that yet, but probably I will. But basically in the cash account, it's more longer term plays. I'll just like buy and hold and dividend type of plays.
I'll interrupt you there. So your cash account long-term plays, that should be TFSA right away, TFSA.
I asked all the questions.
All right, perfect. So remember, if you're going to open an account with Questrade, use my referral link below and check out my tutorials on my channel. All right, thanks, Chris. Have a good night.
Perfect, man. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.
Stay safe.
All right. Take care. Bye.